Seed have already won today. Don't discount the 20th seeded Utah Jazz here.
We are in Vegas, so you play the odds. We had some big winners, and there's been some bracket busters so far.
Shaquille Harrison gets off the first shot for Phoenix. Phoenix in white, Jazz in navy blue. Griffin up and in and gets us going here. Eric Griffin
has put on at least 20 pounds since the offseason. And what's been interesting in that for Marquise Chris is he's not been as mobile in the games that he's played.
Off on the three. Bradley kept it alive. Offensive board. Butterfield with the layup for Utah. Good hustle by the Jazz who take a 6-1 lead. That Lonzo Ball's vision is unquestioned. Whatever else he can do, we'll find out.
And Fultz's ability to attack and get into the interior part of any defense is something that everybody, not much of a screen there, but enough room as the defender was unable.
Junior, who recall the runner-up in last year's dunk contest on All-Star Weekend. He gets inside, that's disrupted as well. Davon Reed may have gotten it.
Well, the Suns got some length out there, and right now, using it as Reed goes up, might have got more hand than ball.
And back we come. Jackson in the open floor. Spins, flips it up, and shows off the nice touch in transition. Butterfield comes down with it, never looked at the rim, out to Williams. Goss for three, off. Griffin again working the boards, working really hard, and this time it pays off for him. Eric Griffin down to right, good ball movement, but again a block by the Suns. Josh Jackson blocked it and stared Marquise Chris with the dunk on the other end. A little stare down from Jackson after that block on one end, and Chris with the flush on the other. The young Suns showing off the athleticism early on here in Las Vegas. It's 11-9, Phoenix on top. A piece, 2 minutes and a bit to go here in the first quarter. Jackson showing off the handles this time, over right and good. Pretty good with the ball there. Tyrone Wallace wiped away by Obekpa.
Anything close to the rim so far. What a beautiful piece that would be. We'll play down under. We'll practice in the morning, surfing in the afternoon.
James pushes, and Derek Jones dunks it.
Table here. A lot of fans wanting to see this guy get up and do just that.
G League, or I guess now known as the G League. Another offensive board by Utah, and another answer defensively by the Suns. That's their sixth block.
As a rookie in 2015, Mike was on that summer league team and helped lead us to the championship game and had 32 points in the championship game. So we've been tracking Mike a long time, and we were excited to add him to our roster.
You know, as TV guys, we love it when he scores while you're talking about him. That's just symmetry for us.
But they're in the gym working 4 or 5 days a week. So Coach has created that culture. He's created the bond with the young guys. Obviously, we have some young talent like Dragan Bender, you see right there.
Proved that he's got, you know, the quickness and the NBA range. Of course, one of the best assist-to-turnover ratio guys last year in the NCAA with the Gonzaga run.
Lost his balance there on that
it's
shot.
Usually awkward, Matt, when you get away with the blatant travel.
And he also traveled. There was that as well.
Looking awkward.
Butterfield steps into a three. That length of his. Grab that rebound. Bradley out of North Carolina. Here's Griffin. Rhythm three for Eric Griffin. Far, but still very much in this game. Here's the rookie Josh Jackson. A lot of dribbling, and Eric Griffin was just waiting there for him to block it.
And decided to go with the up and under.
Nigel Williams-Goss, the rookie out of Gonzaga, lost Jackson and makes him pay with the three.
Back to the Goss move here. Williams-Goss shaking it loose, going through the legs, gets a good rhythm on that three.
Butterfield came up short. Bradley with the offensive board does a great job keeping the ball above his shoulders.
Anticipating the miss as Bender came over, not really in help position, so he read very well.
Thank you very much. There's Jackson inside the three-point line and drops it. See Jackson step inside and step back. The foot on the line. 8 now as Obekpa got at least his second. Bender lost it. Williams-Goss ahead. Had to watch out for Jones coming in. Talk about has a deal with the Suns as Bender knocks down the three.
Have had a much better arch coming out of the shooting pocket, and that one was dead on.
Walker with the answer for Utah. Walker to the corner. And Butterfield strokes it for three. Back rim, Bradley with another offensive rebound. And that's one of those definable NBA skills as he gets it back to Walker, who finishes the play.
In that second quarter.
I like the fact that he impressed himself.
I impressed myself with 8 steals. I like that quote. It's good.
Travis Leslie comes out firing. Chris on the jumper. Jackson working the boards up and back. Josh Jackson doing the work down low. And you got to love it for James. He has done the work. Chris and gets the call. It's an and one for Marquise Chris.
A pass from James, and it looks like Butterfield was all set.
The game in the third quarter.
Play sharpening up here in tournament action, Matt.
That's right.
We're in the bracket. In the brackets now.
The rookie Davon Reed for three.
Bradley last year, Matt, just shot 7 jump shots in the entire season for North Carolina.
Didn't play a ton for Carolina last year in that championship season. All right, Kristen, Sefolosha is 33 years of age. Certainly fits with the Jazz defensive profile, but a defensive-minded point guard.
Yeah, I was going to give you some steal percentage numbers, Matt. Last year, Thabo Sefolosha 5th in the league, Rubio 10th. Things happened where they were going to have sustained success and compete in that Western Conference for years to come.
Well, they obviously knew they were going to lose George Hill, or thought as much, or they wouldn't have made the Rubio deal. That team, they win a playoff series, and now the setback with Hayward. Figured to be a really good defensive team still, with Rudy Gobert anchoring that group. But he's also one of the best coaches in the league. Jackson, one-handed, flips it up and home. Defensively, that team has a chance to be already elite. Derek Jones with the two-hand flush.
Points per game for their opponents was best in the league. And again, with missing all those starters, so the principles of the defensive end, for what Quinn Snyder teaches, those are all be in place and be implemented and talked about.
Creek comes down with it. Back to Creek, looking for Wallace. No, it goes inside. 2 players flash there. It goes to Julian Wright, who throws it down, except the money available in Australia.
Because it is significantly less than top level play.
Off. Griffin comes back, 3 on 2. Finds Creek for the layup. Moved without the ball, but James stuck with him. Gets it back. Shoulder down and up and in for Tyrone Wallace.
For the Suns.
Floater wouldn't go for Wallace. James. Creek stuck with him. Bender underneath to Marquise Chris. Great ball movement by the Phoenix Suns.
I mean, that's nice to be that tall, Matt. You could drop the pass just about over anybody.
Creek.
No,
There's another block.
Don't do that. Jones Jr.
Certainly
Vegas
body
product,
type wise, yeah.
The guy that went out and could defend 1-2s and 3s.
Bender rolling to the rim. Having a good afternoon. 18 points and 5 boards. 6 minutes to go in regulation. Mike James scoops it up and in. Keel Harrison. Here's James. That kind of awkward play. I think he was surprised that he was going to have to take the shot. Since we've been talking about the Adelaide 36ers, I'm curious now the origin of that name. Beautiful shot by Josh Jackson. That's pretty.
Everything. The brilliant scoop across the middle of the lane, and the Suns up by 11. Find guys in spaces where they can do something with the basketball. First the lot dunked, then the 3.
James used the shoulder nicely against Creek to create a little space. The settlement was founded in 1836, and so the 36ers.
I love that. Coach Fratello was scouting over there at that time.
True.
Yeah, those are strange numbers at 56%.
James goes in hard and finishes. Griffin thought about it and decided not to challenge.
Just got to watch those 12-5 wins, right, man?
That's right. Got to watch the 12-5.
Those are tough.
They'll inbound to run out that 4/10 of a second, and it is a final. Phoenix wins it by 16, 97 to 81.